The hallowed halls of the Blackpool Tower Ballroom pulsed with the magic of Strictly Come Dancing's annual pilgrimage over the weekend, a spectacle where sequins met sentiment in a whirlwind of waltzes and whimsy. For the inimitable hosting duo of Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman, this visit marked a poignant milestone, their final bow at the venue after announcing their departure following the 2025 series. Yet, true to the show's ethos of joy amid the jive, they bid adieu not with tears but with tequila, transforming potential melancholy into a raucous celebration that encapsulated 2 decades of shared spotlight. The evening unfolded like a perfectly choreographed routine. The live show on Saturday night brimmed with breathtaking performances from the current crop of celebrity contestants and their professional partners, each routine a testament to the grind of rehearsals and the spark of synergy. As the final notes faded and the crowd's applause thundered, Tess and Claudia shed their resplendent gowns, Tess in a velvet black stunner that hugged her like midnight's embrace, Claudia in a sparkling white cascade that evoked fresh snow, and slipped into something far more fitting for revelry, matching I Heart Blackpool t-shirts. It was a cheeky pivot from glamour to grit, a nod to the seaside town's unpretentious charm, as the pair descended upon the local bar for an impromptu fiesta. At the epicenter of the merriment was a bottle of Patrón XO Café, the coffee-infused tequila that commands a hefty 85 pounds per pour and carries a lore all its own. This premium spirit, with its rich, velvety notes of espresso and agave, had recently clawed its way back from obscurity thanks to a fervent fan petition. 4 years prior, Bacardi's decision to discontinue production had left devotees in despair, but the groundswell of support, online campaigns, nostalgic pleas and sheer stubborn love, resurrected it, turning a corporate footnote into a triumph of consumer passion. Claudia, ever the enthusiast, clutched the bottle like a trophy, her laughter bubbling as freely as the shots they downed. Tess, capturing the chaos in a carousel of candid snaps, radiated giddy delight, her posts a love letter to the night's unscripted highs. "Blackpool, you didn't disappoint," Tess proclaimed in her caption, weaving praise for the venue's warmth with accolades for the dancers' prowess. The weekend's only shadow was the abrupt exit of contestant La Voix, the charismatic performer who withdrew due to injury, her departure a heartfelt, fondest of farewells from the hosts. Yet, even this was laced with affection, a reminder of Strictly's family-like fabric where setbacks are met with solidarity. The images chronicled it all: backstage hugs with the pros, a radiant pose with La Voix pre-announcement, and the electric energy of a venue that's hosted legends from Fred Astaire to modern maestros. Sunday's encore amplified the nostalgia, ushering in a quartet of Strictly alumni, Danny Mac, Ashley Roberts, Leighton Williams and Jay McGuinness, for a medley that revisited their glory days. The group, reunited under the ballroom's iconic chandeliers, reprised signature moves with infectious zeal. Jay and Ashley's explosive jive, Danny's sultry samba, Leighton's electrifying quickstep. It was a time machine in taps and turns, the professionals weaving around them like threads in a glittering tapestry. Danny, in particular, commanded the room, descending from the ceiling in a bedazzled sheer shirt left tantalizingly undone, his ripped physique a callback to his 2016 runner-up run. Fans, ever loyal, flooded social media with cries of injustice, robbed of the glitter ball that year, when Oroduba and Joanne Clifton claimed victory, proving that some routines etched themselves into the collective heart. The reactions were a symphony of adoration. "Danny Mac has made my weekend, haha," one viewer enthused while another pleaded, "Give Danny Mac another series for goodness sake." More poetic missives followed, Danny Mac descending from the Blackpool Tower ballroom ceiling with his bedazzled shirt open, chest on show, ready to samba his way back into our hearts like it's 2016 all over again. The sentiment swelled into a chorus. "It makes me sick to my stomach thinking about how robbed Danny Mac was, even almost a whole decade late. Danny Mac really proving he was the most robbed finalist of all time," interspersed with love for the ensemble, "Love Jay," and "They're all still brilliant." It's this fervent fandom that sustains Strictly, turning viewers into vested participants in its lore. For Tess and Claudia, the Blackpool jaunt was a microcosm of their tenure. 20 years of navigating scandals, triumphs and the occasional wardrobe malfunction with unflappable wit. Tess, the poised blonde with a smile that could light the tower's beacon, and Claudia, the bespectacled firecracker whose banter crackles like fireworks, have been the show's emotional North Star. Their chemistry, forged in the pressure cooker of live TV, elevates every quip and cue, making the unmakeable seem effortless. Announcing their exit post-2025 was bittersweet, a decision rooted in a desire for fresh chapters after giving the best years to the BBC juggernaut. Yet, in true form they framed it as evolution, not endpoint, hinting at podcasts, books, or perhaps a Strictly spin-off. The tequila-fueled after-party then was catharsis incarnate. Patrón XO Café, with its discontinued then revived status, mirrored their own narrative, a blend of rarity and resilience. As they clinked glasses amid the din of laughter and sea-salted air, it was a toast to the unsung heroes, the crew, the dancers, the town that lends its soul each year. Blackpool, with its faded grandeur and fierce pride, has been more than a backdrop. It's a character, its promenade and pier infusing the show with working-class heart. Looking back, Tess and Claudia's journey is strictly silver thread. From the show's 2004 launch, when Tess helmed solo, to Claudia's 2014 infusion of irreverence, they've weathered controversies, from dancer mistreatment allegations to the seismic Giovanni Pernis saga, while keeping the focus on the footwork. Their Blackpool send-off, shirts swapped for shots, encapsulates that joy as rebellion, farewell as fiesta.